Hi students, in this video I am going to be introducing how you are going to complete your zombie apocalypse in your Google Classroom. So once you have loaded your Google document, you will see this page, Zombie Apocalypse. So I'm going to start with the introduction. So in this unit, it's all about character creation. So it's human versus zombie. So you need to be looking into how you're going to be creating your character. So I want you to use your imagination, you use your creativity in this unit. So you have to pick a team. Are you going to be human fighting against zombie, or are you going to be the zombie killing the human? All right. So let's go to the settings. So in this unit, what is the purpose for this? Is learning how personal and cultural perspective influence design and storytelling. So what does it mean? So I want you to put your own perspective, your own culture, or anything that influence you in creating the story of your character. Now, we need to pick your alliance, either you're human or a zombie. You need to be looking into the costume and how you create the character. All right? In this design specification, you are going to be creating it into a small scale model, and then you are in charge of doing the makeup, doing the clothing, your costume itself, and the weapon. Now, I would be recommending you to look into different kind of small scale model. The number one that I would choose is that you can buy or find the IKEA artist dummy. Now, the other way is to create a paper mache. Okay, if you have time, you may create a paper mache. Or if you have any Barbie lying around, you may create, or you may use a Barbie or an action figure. So in the past, students has created or used a Barbie and action figure. They had a problem in creating the costume because it is too small for them to handle and make the stitches. So you have to be in mind of that. Okay, so the costume should be well made. So it means that I am going to look into the costume, not the doll itself. All right, so let's go. All right, so in A4, present the main findings of relevant research. So in criteria A, I will be looking into A4, develop a design brief. Now you're going to tell me what is the design about. In the rubric, please read it carefully so that you will be able to get a substantial grade. Now present a meaningful summary. So it means it is substantial and then it has all the information that you need to create your character. So here there is three questions that I want you to make. So there is an example question that we provided you. Now, can cleaning supplies be harmful to humans? So here you can use that one to make your character, okay, or your costume. How would it be incorporated in your character setting? Okay, character creation. Now, in when you research online, you need to put into the summary of what you have learned about. Is it factual or fictional? Okay, so you may look into what are the things that can benefit or not benefit for your creation of your character. And of course, the last one is the source. You may put as many sources as you want. Now, I would recommend you look into virus or vaccines or even the cell mutation that you can look into. And maybe you may look into the direct questions. Okay, direct questions, these are the basic questions that you can incorporate your research. what is a zombie, how to kill a zombie, key for a good zombie, or interesting weapon against zombie. So those are basic questions. But I would be recommending you to think deeper of how you can create a research question. Okay, so incorporate it with your costume, and then what are your findings, and give me some sources. Okay, that would be your criterion A. Now, once you are finished, now you go forward with criterion B. Now, present a chosen design. So criterion B3 is in the development ideas. So let's look into the rubric. Now, here for a substantial grade for 7 and 8, I need you to have an outline of all criteria for planning of the costume and include drawing of the costume. So you need to make a costume. All right. So outline thoughtful reasons for choosing the design, and then list all the materials that you need. Now, here, I want you to look into how would you name, or what will be the name of your character. So you can have a funny name or suspicious name. Now, if you have trouble thinking of a name, you can Google search, find your zombie name. So here there are some instructions that you can use. Okay, so there's some other creative ways that you can create your name. Now, here this is there are also students that are asking about this character background. What does it mean? So I need you to look into what is the background of your character. Is it going to be a person who's going to kill the zombie, or zombie killing the human? So what was his occupation before turning into that character? And then let me understand what is the relationship between the character itself and then the costume. Okay, there should be a cohesive information to integrate that one. Now, what is the describe the situation? Okay, describe the situation, it means what is the environment of this setting? Okay, is it living in New York, or it living to Taipei, or what year it happened? So look into that setting. Okay, now clothing item. So just list down what are the things that the character should wear, or any weapon that you can be looking into. And then tell me what the reason why you decided to use this idea for your character setting. Now, for drawing, you have an option to draw it by paper, okay, or digitally, or even if you do not know how to draw, then I would suggest you to create it by zombie tar. Now, in the zombie tar, okay, it's a fun little like semi game that you can do, is that you can create your zombie. Once you click that one, you can create an image of it. Okay, so you can say single player person, and then there are the different options that you can use. Okay, so once you are satisfied with your character zombie, you can copy this one or screenshot this one, and then paste it over here. Okay, so if you want to add more of this one that is not available uh, in the in the field, okay, you may look into adding an insert drawing, and then new, and then you can add more of different items to suit your your character. Okay, so it's up to you. How would you be looking, or how would you create the drawing? It's either by hand, or just from paper, or you can draw it digitally, or you can create it by this quick software. Okay, now once you're done, then you look into the materials that you need to create the costume. Okay, so that will be cohesively looking into the items, your clothing items. So, what do you need? What color of the cloth you need? How big it is? How much you need it for? And then did you acquire or not? You may put into more than the list has given you. Okay, how to add another row is just to highlight one and then just insert or right click and insert row above or below. All right, so once you have done with this, okay, and then you are going to go to criterion C3. Follow the plan to create the solution. So C3 is this one, make the solution. So to get level 7 and 8, outline at least 2 journals entries with all 4 complete sections. So this is journal entries, okay? And then mostly resembles to your drawing. So this means that your drawing is important. So be careful on what you have plan, and then you need to apply what you plan. All right, so and then how you are going to do this. So there is the date, what did when was it, what was your plan, okay, what did you do on that day, and then photo of what you have done so far, and then write down a journal. So I'm expecting a paragraph form for this. So you're explaining how you have finished on that day. Okay, so that will be at least 2 days to complete the the costume of your desired for your character. Once you have finished the costume for your character, you have to take another picture, and then upload it here. Okay. Now, once you have done so, we are going to go through the C3 improvement. All right. So improvement in is more on the reflection. Okay. Test, evaluate, improve. So in C3, how to improve the solution. All right. So in 7 and 8, it said outline at least 2 discussions you had in regarding the costume design. So you need to have for that interaction with others. Explain in detail what you talk about with your costume and how they or did not like your costume. So it means you need to talk to your classmate, maybe your teacher or your parents about your costume, how and write down their reactions. Okay, so I want you to put into what are in detail, what did they say, how did they like the costume, how what are the aspects that they like or dislike about it. Okay, now and then describe at least 2 ways in which your costume should be improved in the near future. So here, after receiving the feedback from 2 of your interactions, you need to write down what are the things that you can improve for your character creation. So please concentrate about the makeup, okay, the clothing, or even weapons. Okay, make sure you go back to the goal that we had before, is that you need to make the costume, the makeup, or the facials, and also maybe an option is the weapon of choice. All right, so that's it, and have fun for this activity. I hope that you create a creative character. Good luck.